Hello everyone, Nathan here, one half of your Heel Brothers, and hopefully everybody's brackets is doing pretty good right now. Mine's got busted up, that is what it is. There are no more perfect brackets remaining after the round of 64, and honestly, considering a lot of the games ended up playing out the way that they did, I'm surprised that there was any brackets left for the final game of the round of 64 last night. But man, this has been a fun time this year. Our leaderboards and our giveaway and our challenge bracket, which we're getting ready to show you guys, have been so up and down. People were at the bottom of the list. Now they're at the top of the list. There's been a 6-way tie for first. There's been 5-way ties for like second through fifth. It's just been nuts right now, man. It's crazy and absolutely fun times, man. This is turning out to be a great March Madness. And honestly, at this point in time, I think even the favorites aren't even favorites anymore, just because it feels like, man, everybody can get upset this year. That's for sure. Just like last year, honestly, except for Purdue. Purdue finally got to the round of 32. They did exceed into the second round here. So we'll see how they do. But no, this video is for our challenge bracket that we are doing. That's the bracket that we told you guys about. The one with the giveaway, the bracket challenge, the Hill Brothers bracket challenge / giveaway. And I kind of want to go through the leaderboards and see how everybody's doing. I keep an eye on it on the ESPN Tournament Challenge app. I really like that app. I think they do a really good job with that. And it's made it really, a whole lot easier to be able to fill out your brackets and everything. Since they've implemented that, I think like a couple of years ago now. So we're going to click over to that. I'm going to show you guys the bracket, see how everybody's doing, see where our leaderboards are, how we're looking after the round of 64 as we go into the round of 32 today. And let's see how everybody's doing. All right, so here we are. We ended up having 10 contestants total in our bracket. And I'm not going to lie, man, this has been an absolute just a blast, man, to do, man. We've absolutely enjoyed everybody that ended up joining this bracket. We appreciate all of you guys, and hopefully the next time that we do something like this, because me and Alan, this is pretty cool, and I'm gonna talk to him and see if he maybe wants to do this a yearly thing. Maybe up the prizes a little bit more as each year goes on. But let's see how we do. First off, I guess I'll open up mine because I did mine for you guys. Me and Alan both did. And I held true to mine. He did make a slight change, and it was that Colorado game, I believe, that he made the change on. That he ended up since Colorado had won that. We was recording it. We didn't know if Colorado was going to actually face Florida, and he picked Florida at the time. But after we did it, and we picked our brackets on the app, he actually switched it over to Colorado after they won. So I'm pretty sure at least. But my bracket right now, I'm going to show you guys the big one. That right there. Kentucky. Kentucky was in the national championship game for me. And sure enough, they lost. Man, I don't know what's going on with John Calipari over there. We got to talk about that because, the exits, the not making it in 20 or was it 20 or 21, something of that nature. And just the losing to a 15 seed St. Peter's, now losing to 14 seeded who was that they play? Oakland. That's right, because that Golke kid just shot and nailed 10 threes. It was like he hit 10 threes but only dribbled 3 times. It was freaking nuts. That's like some Klay Thompson things there. But so far, let's go through it really quickly. So I picked FAU. They ended up getting beat by Northwestern. I heard some things about Northwestern going in, but I said, nah, FAU team that just went to the national title game, or the Final Four. Sure enough, they're going to get that win. So picked San Diego State right, Auburn and Yale. That one right there blew my mind. Auburn looks like a pretty stacked SEC team, and I had them going all the way to the Sweet 16 and getting beat by UConn. And man, congratulations to Yale, bro. They did a great job there. Duquesne, wasn't expecting that one. Honestly, did not know hardly. I didn't know jack about Duquesne. BYU, I knew very little of, but I knew a little bit more, and I kind of just took chalk on that one and, took the 6 seed over the 11 seed. Got to give it credit. When we went to the Carolina Wagner game, they were playing that game in the stadium, and Jesus, that was just fun. Got the Illinois right. Got Washington State, got Iowa State, Carolina. Michigan State, I did pick that one. Wasn't expecting the Grand Canyon and St. Mary's game. Wasn't expecting that. Congratulations to Grand Canyon, man. They looked pretty good. Alabama beat Charleston. This game right here, Clemson, New Mexico. Oh my God. I had heard so much about the Lobos going into that game, how they were on this roll and they were looking good. And yeah, they're an 11C, but watch out. They could find their way, into the Sweet 16 potentially. Um, I drunk the Kool-Aid, bro. I drunk the Kool-Aid, and I should not have done it. Clemson got them. Honestly, I didn't think much of Clemson just because of how they ended up the regular season in the ACC tournament. I just didn't think they were going to do much. So, man, good job for Clemson, man. That's going to be a fun matchup between them and Baylor next. Dayton scared me. I had Dayton, and daggum, me and Alan, when we were coming back, we were watching that game, and they were down 17 or something like that, and ended up coming back and winning that game. That was flipping nuts, dude. It blew my mind that they came back from that because I just knew. I said, crap, because I don't think Allen had Nevada or something like that. And, we was both kind of rooting for our teams that we picked to win that one. So congratulations to Dayton, man. That's going to be fun. But Arizona just smacked Long Beach. Evidently that whole firing your coach to get them, get your team motivated doesn't work as well as you, I guess, hoped because they got smacked by Arizona. Got Tennessee, picked up Texas, did get Creighton, Oregon. My pick there, the upset. I did pick Oregon to beat Carolina, or South Carolina, I should say. And yeah, got that game, and they just Oregon came out there hitting hot, and they didn't stop. So we'll see. I'm excited to see how this Oregon Creighton game is going to go because I do think Oregon might be able to take Creighton. We'll see. I picked Creighton in the next round, but we'll see. Kansas and Samford. That was not a foul at the very end of that game. I don't care what anybody says. That is not a foul. That is a chase down block from behind. It's clean. The feet didn't touch nothing. That's a clean block. They should have had a chance for that with 15 seconds left. Gonzaga, of course, got the Utah State over TCU. Purdue over Grambling, and Zach Edey got him one, man. He got him. He got him around there. Marquette, Colorado. That was one. I got to give credit to Allen. He got that one right. I did not see Oakland, and honestly, I almost picked NC State, but Allen talked me out of it while we were sitting here. I was sitting there watching his camera, and he kept shaking his head. No, I don't want to pick NC State, but something kind of felt like with the momentum. NC State was probably going to go out there and win that game. They did, and probably they're going to go to the Sweet 16. I'm not going to lie, because I don't think Oakland can do it twice. Maybe they can, but I don't think so. Duke got the win. James Madison, I did not think that was going to happen. Wisconsin, I thought was a shoe-in to get that. Been playing well, and there we go. Texas A&M, I've picked them to continue on going. I think they're going to be. I'm very excited. My next upset is A&M over Houston. We'll see, but Houston did come out hitting the crap out of Longwood, bro. So my bracket's doing all right. It's doing decent, not as good as I would like it to be, to say the least. But it's not doing too bad. The only thing that really hurts me is Kentucky, because the max points I can get right now is like 1490, so that's not good. But let's look at some of these other ones real quick. Paula Williams, she come back out of nowhere because she's been at the very bottom of the leaderboard for a good while, and all of a sudden, boom, she shot right up here with everybody. And Eric, he's a good buddy of ours from the Ohio podcast. He's an Ohio State man, and he's been at the top of the leaderboard pretty much the entire time so far. I think this is the only time he's ever been ranked second in our leaderboard. As you see right now, we got a three-way tie for second, third, and fourth, and then you got a two-way tie for fifth, two-way tie for seventh, and then Ricky and Michael down there. I feel bad for Trevor. I mean, he's not doing as bad. He did pick Kentucky to win the national championship, so that really hurt. But yeah, I hate to see that. But we'll kind of go through. So Alan's wife, Ashley, here. So he ended up getting her to do a bracket at the very last second, and she was at the bottom. Him and her both are at the bottom of the leaderboard. But dadgum, she came out here, and just shot up out of nowhere. Got San Diego State, didn't get Auburn. She did pick BYU. Let's see if she got any upsets here. Let me see if she got any upsets right. Bama. Oh, she did pick Clemson. Got Baylor. That's an Allen pick right there. Allen helped her on that one, the Nevada one. And let's see, Creighton, Oregon. Josh picked South Carolina. Wow. Okay. Gonzaga got the TCU one wrong. and picked Florida. Picked Kentucky. I think everybody picked Kentucky. I don't know. I mean, I know there had to be somebody that picked Oakland because the bracket there was some brackets perfect. Swinson picked NC State. All right, well that sucks. Yeah, not a bad bracket for her right now. She's doing pretty good, dude. You know, this is pretty good. You know, it's been so up and down. I've generally been right in here, second, third, and first, second, and third. I've been doing pretty well. Alan, let's see how the other Hill brother's doing right now. He's got 220 right now. He's gained 220 points. Didn't pick didn't pick Northwestern. Didn't pick Yale. Picked. Oh, I thought he did pick. No, that's right. He didn't pick Duquesne. I had a feeling he did pick Duquesne there. Yeah, this is the game we were watching that live, the Michigan State, Mississippi State, and boy, Michigan State looks so good. North Carolina can definitely get knocked off today if they're not playing their A game, that's for sure. Pick St. Mary's, Grand Canyon beat them. Did have Nevada, Utah State. Now he picked TCU there, okay, and then Kentucky and Texas Tech. Wisconsin. All right. So he's not doing too bad there. I mean, he's not too far off, man. He's still got a pretty good bracket. I think he still can gain 1740. Yeah. He can still gain plenty of points. So I'm kind of hoping that my picks from right here on out, because my picks are so low right here. I mean, like my numbers are so low. So I'm kind of wading through everything. And I want to see what happened with Trevor, man. I feel for Trevor. I really do feel for him. I really do, because he picked Kentucky to win the national championship, and boy, that had to sting. So let's see what he got. He got right and wrong here. So he got UConn. He picked FAU, and Northwestern beat them. He did pick UAB. Wow, I'm surprised there. Honestly, I mean, it was a very close game. I mean, 69-65. That's pretty close. He did pick Auburn. He picked BYU. Mississippi State. He picked New Mexico, just like me. Bad on us, man. He did have Nevada there. He picked Colorado State to upset Texas. Wow. All right, man. I didn't even see that, because I didn't go through everybody's bracket before we started this thing. You know, when everything got locked in, I didn't go through everybody's bracket. I went through a few, but not everybody's. But wow, okay. Colorado State. He did pick TCU, but Utah State got them. He picked Florida to beat Colorado, and then obviously Kentucky to beat Oakland. He did get the NC State pick right. Duke. I've been waiting for someone to have the Vermont over Duke thing, because evidently that was being talked about a lot. Oh, he did get James Madison right, though. He did get that one upset there, and then he picked Texas A&M and Longwood. So really what's hurting him right now is the Kentucky loss. Because, you know, he had that all the way. Who did he have in his Final Four? He had Alabama. Let me look at this here. I got to see how this thing does. He had UConn, Kentucky, and then Creighton, Alabama. All right, so they had UConn over Alabama and Kentucky over Creighton there. All right. I see it. That was, boy, I think everybody's just generally has UConn getting down there to the national championship game. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, I had them losing in the Final Four to Carolina, just because I had to go for the homer pick. I couldn't not do it. You know, there's just no way I couldn't do it. I couldn't pick anybody else. I had to. I believe in this team, and I believe in this team a lot. So let's look at Michaels, man, because Michaels the one down here. He's only got 190 points. You know, not far from, you know, first place, but he's got some making up to do in this next round. So he's got Houston right now. Let's see what he did, man, because I feel like he did good. Okay, he picked Northwestern. He got the San Diego State right. He didn't get Duquesne or Yale. He picked Drake to beat Washington State. Okay. Then he picked Mississippi State. And he picked St. Mary's. Pick New Mexico. I tell you, there's a lot of people that did pick New Mexico. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good number of people that picked New Mexico. Let's look at he picked South Carolina. He picked Samford on the upset to Kansas, and quite frankly, maybe should have happened. I'm not gonna lie, maybe, or at least have a chance to happen. That 15 seconds left, man. That down one, man. I feel for Samford so bad. Oh my gosh, because they definitely could have knocked it out. I do think Kansas. I think I have Gonzaga knocking out Kansas in this round just because Kansas hurt. I could definitely see that happening because they don't play until, was it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow and Sunday when they play each other. But I do have Gonzaga winning that game. Utah State, he picked TCU, and Utah State beat them. And Kentucky, he picked Texas Tech. He picked Nebraska to beat Texas A&M. And after that one shot, so that game was also played in Charlotte. We didn't get to go to that game or anything, but I think I forget that player's name on Nebraska. Real beloved man. He shot like a backwards shot from like half court, just not even looking at it, just hooked it over his like over himself, and Dago just knocked it down from half court. Man, that was freaking nuts, bro. I had a feeling like, ooh, I may have picked it wrong, but Texas A&M came through for me, and I need them to come through for me in the round of 32 as well. But currently, guys, that is how this bracket is shaping up right now. Everybody's doing pretty good, man. It's been a back and forth nip and tuck. We do have some separation here, like through, right here with the 230s, and then Paula's really getting up. She got 10 points up, and we'll see how the round of 32 goes. So that I think the first round is plus, what is it? You get plus 10, and then what is the second round? Does anybody know what the second round is? Because I don't remember that. I don't remember what the second round is. It might be like plus 20 or something of that nature. I think maybe, but I'm not quite sure. So I'll have to take a look at that. But that's just our bracket. That's how we're doing right now in the March Madness bracket. We're absolutely loving this stuff, man. Hopefully you guys are too. I absolutely love this time of year, and somebody out of those 10 are going to win our prizes, our 120, 60, or 25, and looking forward to it. I'm seeing how I do against these guys. I'm pulling myself out of the competition. I just want to see how I do, because I love doing this whole March Madness thing. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm absolutely enjoying this. It's been absolutely fun, and I will keep this thing up to date each round, how we do and how the leaderboards change each and every round after it's over with. But hopefully you guys are enjoying March Madness. I am. It's been absolutely fun. Can't wait right here in just about 2 hours until the 12 o'clock games tip off right here on Saturday. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always, go Heels. You don't want none. I'm good.